Alright, budget magic time. White-black Aristocrats. And let's start off by mulliganing into Oblivion. Alright. Well, this hand's not horrible. I mean, it's not good, but I guess we keep planes. Conceal Courtyard and Doom Traveler. Pass the turn. Mountain for our opponent. And Foundry Street Denizen. Opponent's got the upkeep stop set. I guess we just stay back with Doom Traveler, since it's good on defense. Play Viscera's here. And pass the turn. Mountain for our opponent, and a Goblin Guide. Pumps the Foundry Street Denizen. Land on top? Alright, Shambling Vent's good. We'll take our beats for now. Ooh, I like that. Play the Blades. Drawing our Lingering Souls. Play Lingering Souls. And pass turn. Feeling like we're in pretty good shape now. Lingering Souls super good at just gumming up the board against aggro creatures. Lightning Bolt our Viscera's here. Well, we might as well sack it to scry. Alright. We'll leave the swamp on top. I assume our opponent's going to attack with this Goblin Guide. We get the swamp, and then... I don't know if I like this plan. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Let's just block Goblin Guide with everything. This way, if they have another bolt, we still kill it. And I guess we can, like, Sram's Expertise Dismember next turn if we want. Assuming we don't draw anything else. Alright, Goblin Guide down. We still have a couple flyers left over. Opponent passes. Another swamp. Well, let's just flashback Lingering Souls. Play Shambling Vent. Get in with our spirits. Yeah, it's going to be hard for a bunch of X1s to get past all of our Sram's Expertises and Lingering Souls. Not a good matchup for our opponent. Legion Loyalist actually really helps. For our opponent, I mean. Ooh, Cartel Aristocrat. We'll play the swamp. Attack with all of our spirits. Play our Sram's Expertise. And Cartel Aristocrat. Pass the turn. That was a good turn. Added 6 power to the board. And 1 is a Cartel Aristocrat. We're getting to the point where if we just draw another Blood Artist effect, we should win. And let's sack a servo. Gonna keep our Cartel Aristocrat around. Give it pro red. Also means our opponent can't attack this turn. And we still have a Dismember left over. Reckless Bushwhacker. First strike, trample. I think we just let our opponent attack if they attack with everything. Yep. Because protection's pretty good. So we take 5, kill Legion Loyalist. Another Lingering Souls. Well, I think it's actually better just to shamble here. Get in with everything. Opponents to 4. Ooh, yeah, we're drawing our Lingering Souls this game. Man, that card's so good. Mog Fanatic, yep. I don't think that changes things. Even if our opponent has another Bushwhacker, I don't think it really matters. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's do this to be safe. Saves us some damage. Down to 6. Yeah, still outside of, like, Mountain Goblin Grenade range. And our opponent scoops it up. Whew, that was good. That was very good. And that was before we bring in the Forge Tenders. And before we go down, Judge's Familiar. I guess we can go down Tisa. And a what? Now let's go down one Seer. Try it like that. Oh man, this hand's super good against our opponent's deck. Forge Tender's awesome. Got a Blood Artist, got our Lingering Souls. And this means our opponent can't get us with like Electrickery or some weird answer to our Lingering Souls. Forge Tender. Good luck getting rid of the Forge Tender. Another Foundry Street. This might just be a really good matchup. These are the kind of decks we want to be playing, or the aggro decks. We're just so good at gumming things up and incidentally gaining life. So I think that we're just really favored in matches like this. Our opponent can't even attack with all their nuttiness. I guess I mean, they can get in for 2 and give up on their Foundry Street. Well, play Doom Traveler, Conceal Courtyard, pass the turn. Gonna hold on to our Blood Artist for now. Doom Traveler also super good against Foundry Streets. I guess our opponent could find a Lord. Alright. That's semi-relevant. Jeez, all the Loyalists. Forge Tender's still good, but we gotta eat through these Loyalists, because they're gonna keep our Lingering Souls tokens from blocking. Alright, yep. Fair enough. There's a big attack. What do we got on top? Inquisition. Dead card. So I think we actually got to block a Legion Loyalist. Ugh, down to 10. Yikes. Inquisition does nothing. Play a Swamp. Play a Blood Artist. For jumping purposes, if need be. Pass the turn. If we can get rid of the last Legion Loyalist, then we're good, because our Lingering Souls blocking is back online. If we can't, then things could be problematic. What's our opponent do here? They just pass, okay. Ooh, Fatal Push that is potentially game-winning here. Because that means we can kill the Loyalist. Opponent's got to be holding a land. So let's just Lingering Souls. Get in with a Spirit. Could also use a sack outlet. War Marshal for our opponent. Pumps the Dorks. Multiple times. I think it's okay, though, because we still get to kill the Loyalist. Gain a life. Yeah, because now we have tons of blockers. Legion Loyalist is the answer to Lingering Souls. I would guess our opponent can't attack here. Yeah, they definitely can't attack here. Windbrisk Heights. Well, we might as well fire off Inquisition. Yeah, it's a land. Not going to get any better. Our opponent's going to be casting whatever they draw. Take another Fatal Push under Windbrisk. Flashback Lingering Souls and get in with a couple spirits. That's the turn. Haha! If you don't keep it alive, we get a Blood Artist trigger. Our opponent realizes that. Gonna keep it alive to avoid the Blood Artist beats. Another Goblin Guide. Yep. Pumps the Dorks. Still holding the mountain. Still can't really attack. The power of Lingering Souls. Actually, we're getting pretty close to the point where if they attack, they just lose to Blood Artist. Not quite lose, but they take a ton of damage if we just... Wow. Okay. Yup. What do we got on top? Doom Traveler. Well, block here. Block here. Block here. That's fine. I think we actually gain back all the life we lose. So we take a bunch of damage, but then we get back a bunch of the damage. Thanks to all these Blood Artist triggers. Yeah, I think actually we end up at exactly the same life total. Except our opponent lost life. They did clear some stuff off the board. Well, play Doom Traveler. Let's attack with our spirits. This lets us Fatal Push, the Goblin Guide. Gets us another Blood Artist trigger. And Pestered. More Goblin Guides. Goblin Guide is good. This just feels like a really bad matchup for our opponent. There's a big attack. Cutthroat on top. So we'll just block and... Actually, let's block a War Marshal. More things die. More triggers. Does this actually win us the game? I don't think quite. Maybe, actually. Our opponent's still holding that land, right? They get a token get block. Yeah, I think that does it. I mean, we'll play the Cutthroat. And then just swing with the Crew. And sweet! Black-White Aristocrats, very good against creature decks. Very, very good.